This is In the Dirt with ASOTU.
All right, I'm here with probably more of a friend than actually our LinkedIn profiles would reflect because we're not connected, but we're about to be. This is Allie Peters with the Cavender Auto Group, and I believe you are our first fixed ops director on this podcast.
All right. Well, thank you. This is an honor. I appreciate it.
She also wants to make it very clear. She's the fixed ops director of one Cavender store, not all the Cavender stores. Which store is that?
Yes, I'm with the Jaguar Land Rover store in San Antonio
right now.
so
she's bougie.
I mean, just a little.
She said just a little.
Just a little.
So let us know. So you're in fixed ops. There's a lot of talk in fixed operations about, like making that very substantive part. Well, it is a substantive part, but there's a lot of more focus on it in recent years because of what happened with sales and inventory. How has that affected your perspective on the department?
So honestly, I don't necessarily know that it's changed my perspective, but it has made me more proud to be a fixed ops director because I finally feel like we have the support of everyone that's outside of fixed ops.
So now everyone else is like, oh, that's what you've been saying.
Yeah. Oh, fixed ops, it's important. Oh, yeah, service is great.
But not as fun.
Right. It depends on who's doing it.
Right.
But yeah, no, absolutely. So now, I mean, even just the value in what we do, we learn about fixed absorption when we're growing up as a manager in this role. And now finally it's other people realize, oh, hey, it is important and you do bring value. And what you do back there to maintain and retain these customers and provide the experience actually helps us on the front and helps us in the long term. So it's been fun, I think, for everyone else to have a perspective shift on how important fixed ops is.
Okay, what is the way you lead your department when it comes to how people feel when they have an experience in your service department?
Yeah, so people is my favorite thing, my favorite topic. I mean, y'all's shirts last night, that was my favorite. So for me, it's all about taking care of our associates and sincerely making them want to be at work. So understanding who they are as people and how they fit into the puzzle piece of our department. Because I sincerely believe if you take care of people, they're going to take care of people. And so that ultimately is an extension of me and my desire for that exceptional customer experience through our associates and our team.
Okay, so with that kind of like premise being set,
okay,
what other industries do you look to or if you, I don't want to put words in your mouth, do you look to other industries to inform the way you treat people or the way you treat customers coming in or even your own team?
Yes, that's a really great question. I think for me, I will say that sometimes it's very small. So like Chick-fil-A, we love that. We love that process. We love it, that structure, that consistency, how people care, or at least I, as a consumer, feel that they care about me, even if they really don't.
I always go in there and I feel like, hey, you really are happy to take my order or clear my greasy waffle fried tray away from me, right?
Exactly. I want people who care about people. I like the idea, and I guess maybe that's it, the consistency piece. I like when I go into other places, whether that's an Apple store or HEB in Texas, shout out there, is just that experience that you get where the people that work there feel like they want to be there.
Oh, is that it? Because I never knew whether you pronounce it Heb.
Oh, yep, HEB.
It's HEB.
It's actually his initials.
Okay, and so when you walk in there, you're saying there's like Chick-fil-A vibes.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you talk to people who work there, they're very nice, they're very caring, they're sincere. When you talk to people about working there, they can't say enough about how wonderful they feel treated and how they feel valued. So I think
do you try to hire people from there?
So I do.
Busted.
I have. I actually met someone that was high up, and I was like, I'm so sorry, but I really like taking your people. But I do, because I just, like I said, I think that if you find people who care about people, we can put them in the process and they can be successful in the car business. I think that's...
Okay, so here we are. We're at Digital Dealer in Tampa.
My first time.
And oh, really? It's your first time Digital Dealer? Yes, and you get the interview and all the whole experience.
I know, it's so fun.
Yesterday, you went to the Mastermind.
I did.
Which was a new thing for them. And they had, how many people do you feel like in the room? About 80?
About 80,
About 80 dealers in the room. And they had two people kind of like emceeing the event.
They did.
What were your big takeaways from that time?
So I think for me, it was reassurance in what we're currently doing at my store and in my group, which is great, which is talking about taking care of people and that in that employee retention piece, because if you make a great place to work, people want to work there and then people want to bring their friends. I feel very, very grateful. I'm actually not in the majority right now where we're talking about recruiting technicians. I actually have more technicians than I have work.
She just said she has more technicians than you have work.
Yes.
I haven't heard that said from anyone in the auto industry in at least 2 years.
I know, and I feel like I need to knock on wood or like cross a finger or something.
You're doing something
because,
right.
Well, and the last 6 additions to our team were referrals from people who work on our team.
There you go.
So I felt really good about that. And I think for me, I learned a lot about the marketing space. I'm not as familiar or comfortable in that. And so I even learned like CTA means call to action.
I love that.
I knew what a call to action
Right.
was. I just never have heard it in an acronym form.
I love it.
Yeah. So I think for me, it was a like marketing 101. I got some really good information that I'm going to go talk to Colby about and say, I know you know this, but now I know
But
it.
look what
Let's
I
talk."
know.
Yeah.
Let me show you how much I know. Well, thank you so much for giving us a few minutes
Thank
today.
you.
I love your energy and your enthusiasm for Fixed Up.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for watching this
Thank you for
episode
listening
of In the
to
Dirt with ASOTU.
If you're new to our
We
channel,
love the
make sure and
automotive
mash that
industry
like and
the people
subscribe
who make
button.
it run day
Also,
in and
check
day
out
out.
some of these links
We would love to
for other
connect
great
with you more
podcasts
through
and
our
content.
daily dose of